In the Arctic, your strength and gear are not going to save you, and in retirement, your body eventually is going to slow down. In both cases, the only thing that's going to get you through is the Commando Spirit. Today I'm going to share with you the 4 pillars that kept me alive then, and how I'm using them now to navigate my toughest mission yet, and that's approaching retirement and getting older. Before telling you about the 4 pillars of the Commando Spirit, I first of all need to tell you about the Commando Mindset. Commando Mindset is pretty easy. It has only got 3 parts to it. Be the first to understand. Be the first to adapt and respond. And be the first to overcome. Now you've got that set in your mind, let's look at the 4 pillars. The first one is courage. Doing what is right, even in the face of personal fear or physical danger. At 65 years old, you need to have the courage to be the first to understand your body and mind is changing. Determination, the drive to persist and complete the mission no matter what the obstacles. This retirement determination means you'll be the first to adapt and respond. Third, unselfishness. Putting the needs of the team and the mission before one's own interests by understanding that your advancing years is going to have an effect on your team, your family and friends. You need to overcome the idea that you're getting less to them. You are becoming more of an asset. You have more time and wisdom to pass on and to share. And lastly, probably my favorite, cheerfulness in the face of adversity. Maintaining morale and a positive attitude even when conditions are at their worst. This one is self-explanatory. If you can follow this one, in all of the dark times, they're the fastest way out of the dark. I've seen many examples of this and have many stories to tell about it, but they're really not for YouTube. I'll have to find some other way of getting them to you. However, courage stands out as the most appropriate for our generation. Courage isn't about facing bullets for people that are 50 plus. Courage is about facing declining health, losing your friends, your family, and isolation in retirement. However, if you mix courage with cheerfulness, you have a powerful combination, and one that is going to take you a lot further than most people. Which of those 4 pillars resonate the most with you? Is it courage, determination, cheerfulness? Let me know in the comments below. Just a quick thank you to all those people that bothered to leave a like or they subscribed to the channel, and most of all that left a comment. I really appreciate it. It's very encouraging. The Commando Spirit got me through training, got me through the next 9 years in the Marines, and has been a guide in my life ever since then. It's one that I use almost every day and in all situations. Here is a true story that covers a lot of the 4 pillars. When I arrived in the Falklands, I was on the RFA Sir Galahad. While waiting to be deployed ashore, we came under attack by an Argentinian Skyhawk. It deployed a 1,000-pound bomb that went through the port side of the ship and landed in the charging room. Thankfully, it didn't explode. Sir Galahad was quickly evacuated, apart from a small team of 12 Marines and some of the ship's personnel that stayed behind to start moving the ammunition that was aboard the ship, which was of critical use for the upcoming operation. I was one of those 12 that stayed behind. Enter stage right, the Falklands Fiddler, Ernie Bruin, who is described as mad as a box of frogs, but a good bloke. He was known as the Falklands Fiddler because most of the places he went to, he carried a fiddle with him, and he would sit on the bombs and play his fiddle to keep up his morale and to calm his nerves. Inside the battery charging room, the bomb had destroyed several large glass jars which held the battery acid which was used in charging the batteries. This caused a toxic mix of seawater and acid. Bernie had to work in this toxic environment, sitting in the sludge while he dealt with the fuse. He later joked about how it had eaten away his trousers. The next problem he had is that he didn't have a manual for this sort of fuse and didn't know whether he should turn it to the left or to the right to be able to remove it. After some thought, he decided to treat it like a light bulb and turned it to the left. The Falklands Fiddler had struck again. It didn't go off. Later, he would be awarded the Distinguished Service Cross. If you want to learn more about Bernie, you can read his book, Keep Your Head Down. You'll be able to find it on the normal places. Unfortunately, he has now passed away. The other amazing fact about this was the bomb had gone through one of the mess decks. A mess deck is where all the personnel's living quarters are, and you are required to be if you are not on duty at the time. During the air red time, all the personnel that are not on duty go to their various mess decks, and all of the mess decks would have been full. There was only one mess deck that was not full, in fact didn't have anybody in it at the time, and that was the mess deck that belonged to the air defense team. They were on deck trying to defend Sir Galahad. The bomb went through their mess deck on its way to the charging room. If it had gone through any other mess deck, there would have been a lot of lives lost. So if life throws up a problem or two, try and stay cheerful. And if you don't have a fiddle, whistle. Until next time, when we'll talk about keeping somebody out of your life.